Hello to fans, this is TheSkullKlown here to talk about WWE possibly moving to TV14. I believe it when I see it.
Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just having a little bit of liquor because that, I don't know, it sounds like a dream come true, but I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone or something. But overall, I just want to say this before I even get started. Shout out to the Myers fanatic, the Slasher fan, the Lex man, and what pisses me off. Shout out to you guys. You guys deserve those shout outs. I just wanted to do it for the hell of it. And this whole thing with WWE wanting, probably moving to TV14, it's like I said in the beginning of the video. I believe it when I see it. The Myers fanatic said the same thing, and I agree with him. I believe it when I see it. Because WWE is so far up their ass, it's ridiculous. It is. And I don't feel like they can come back from that. Their head is so far up the ass. For crying out loud, they're making blood money right now. Okay? While they're making, you think they're gonna be, well, to be honest, they should be hardcore after they took the blood money, you know? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should actually do research about the whole Saudi Arabia thing. And if you don't want to, I completely understand if you don't want to. But just to throw that out there. And people are leaving. That's the thing. WWE, yes, I get it. WWE does cater to little kids. And I remember when the whole article thing, about the whole thing happened with McDonald's, like, oh, McDonald's is catering to kids and the meat, the burgers that they sell is not really good for kids and everything like that. They become obese and all that. It's, you know, for crying out loud, it's been tested that McDonald's food is more addicting than crack. So there you go. When you have something like that catered to kids, people get freaked out. People don't want that to happen. And it's the same thing with Disney. Right now, Disney's being fucked over, well, as they should, because they're catering to kids and they show subliminal messages that are disgusting and should not be in kids' films. Adult films, that's probably different because it's adult film, you know? And I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about, like, mature content of film, you know? Like a rated R film, you know? It doesn't have to be a X film, just a rated R film, you know? I know some kids are going to watch it no matter what. When I was a kid, I watched that horror shit. But you gotta have standards, you know? And this is what WWE doesn't really do. They don't have standards. And the thing is, they do used to cater to the kids, the parent, the teenagers, and the fans. They cater to all of that back in the Ruthless Aggression era a bit, and the Attitude era. Mostly in the Attitude era. But now that's gone. I'm not saying the Attitude Era should come back, or the Ruthless Aggression Era. A lot of people say, oh, it should come back, it should come back, it should come back. Let me tell you this. I'm not going to say you're a fool, that you want that back. I'm not going to say that. All I have to say is, think about what you're saying. Those two times were different times. Things have been so PC bullshit lately that WWE is not going to even try to attempt to make it to that. Because even if they remember that one WrestleMania with Shane McMahon and Undertaker at the Hell in a Cell. Remember when we heard and there was rumors that that WrestleMania was supposed to be a little edgier, a little bit more extreme that other WrestleManias or other WWE products were supposed to be. And in a way, I wouldn't mind because that was what WrestleMania was calling for. At least that year's WrestleMania. But guess what? They got cold feet, like they always fucking do. Because they're afraid of the fucking The fucking advertisers, they're afraid that they'll pull out. But guess what? Oh shit. It's thundering outside, so there you go. But guess what? The advertisers are literally pissed off. And literally are like shaking in their boots too about AEW. So if the advertisers are shaking their boots with AEW, and so is WWE, maybe the advertisers won't mind WWE going a little bit edgy, you know? And that's the thing. Back in the day, there was SmackDown. SmackDown used to be PG, right? And it was fine. It was still edgy. It was still hardcore. And it was still awesome to watch. And it beat Raw in the ratings. And Vince didn't like that. Well, too fucking bad. And yet people want TV14 back because they would think it would change everything. You know? To me, it won't change anything. You know? That's the thing. Most people, the Lexman said this too. I've thought about this too. Maybe WWE, the writers, cannot write a PG product. And you know what? At first, I was like, then why the fuck should they have this job? But I heard the Lexman out, and he was like, that's fine. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know, to be honest, I was too harsh about it. You know, because sometimes I could be a little bit harsh. I agree. But most of the time, sometimes that harshness is well-deserved. And I still think that I'm a little 50-50 on it. Like, yeah, basically, it's not really their fault, but at the same time, it really fucking is. You know? So, sometimes I feel sorry for WWE, other times I don't, because they shoot themselves in the foot, and I'm just here in the background like, but that ain't my business. You know? So, with this whole thing with Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff being GM for Raw and SmackDown, not both of them being for Raw and SmackDown, but Eric Bischoff is going to be for SmackDown and Paul Heyman is going to be for Raw. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a nice step in the right direction because those two guys love competition and they love to destroy each other. Look back in the old promos when WWE was invading WWE and Paul Heyman came back with his ECW guys and Eric Bischoff was there being the GM of Raw. To be honest, yo, that was good. That was literally good shit. And all I have to say is for that is who's going to be heel and who's going to be a face? Are they both going to be heels? You know? It wouldn't make sense. And now, yes, I get it. We live in a time that people like bad guys and other people like anti-heroes. You know? No one doesn't like the cookie cutter hero anymore. No one doesn't like the Superman type, you know, basically. You know, eating your vitamins, say your prayers and all that. No one doesn't like that anymore. To be honest, like I don't mind it. But it depends what generation we in, you know? Like, if this generation wouldn't mind it and would welcome it, then it's fine. But we in this generation that's like, no. We need good villains. We need good heroes that have these arcs and these tragic stories. And then when they win, it's like, yes! You know, basically like that. And when they lose, they're like, you're like, fuck, when are they ever going to win? When are they ever going to get that opportunity? And then they do. And it's awesome and it feels good. You know? That's the whole moment with Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. That was that moment. That's how it felt. And I'm glad WWE didn't try to fuck up that moment. Because you know, they wanted to if they tried. They know they would if they tried. But, moving on. What do you guys think? You think WWE should not go to TV14? You think it's just a waste? You think it's just, it doesn't really matter if they change their rating? It's just literally change the format of your fucking goddamn writing, which is true. It's not about what rating you be. You could be MA and you still fucking suck. Because the story sucks. You're not telling a story. You're just moving shit along until you get to the next pay-per-view, and then you want to write whatever you want to a Brock Lesnar or Undertaker or John Cena or Rock. You see the problem here? You're catering to fucking people that don't deserve to be the company at all right now. Maybe Brock Lesnar for a bit, but eventually he's going to leave. You know? And a little bit for John Cena too, but he's leaving also. The one that should really, really leave is Undertaker. Just saying. His time has come. He should have left when he was 20-0 at WrestleMania. But even then, WWE fucked that up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do you think WWE would just keep fucking up because they're so nervous and so unenlightened and unintelligent, which is sad. So, don't forget to comment and subscribe.
This is the SkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day.